Okay, it's time for part 4 of my series on artists who inspire me, and this one's the film and television one. But before I start, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's been commenting on the first 3 parts of this series. And I'm loving the fact that I'm being introduced to a whole bunch of new artists that can inspire me as well. And I'm just love to hear your stories about how they've inspired you as well. Film and television was always going to be another tricky one. There's a large pot to draw from in this one. So I'm just going to dive in straight away with Ridley Scott, director of some of my favorite movies of all time, the original Blade Runner, the original Alien. But it was a movie of his, a little known movie of his, a fantasy movie of his called Legend, which stars a very, very young Tom Cruise that really sticks in my mind. I remember the first time I saw it. It's a beautiful, magical style movie, all shot in set, so it kind of reminds me of the old Wizard of Oz movie. And there's some sort of comfort about just these fantasy style movies that are just shot on set. No CGI that I can really think of in it. It's all practical effects, but just the trees, the fabulous villain, this demon played by Tim Curry, absolutely steals the show. And goblins and unicorns and just all of the fabulous fantasy tropes were just done in this really lovely way. I'm not sure if it necessarily stands up to today's standards, but it was a great bit of storytelling. So I just wanted to shout out Ridley Scott's work on that fabulous movie, Legend. Next cab off the rank is the wonderful world of anime. And look, I think I know I've already talked about Katsuhiro Otomo's work on Akira, but 1988, the Valhalla Cinema, first time I was introduced to the movie version of Akira, and I just remember my mind being blown. I just wanted to shout out the special place that has in my love for all things anime. But I couldn't talk about anime without talking about Studio Ghibli, or Ghibli, in particular Miyazaki's work. Everyone's going to have their own favorite Miyazaki films, but for me, My Neighbor Totoro is just gorgeous, wholesome, beautiful storytelling, and the sorts of characters and the style of the way he draws his characters, it really does. I can see I draw on that when I'm drawing cute little girl characters in particular, with little button noses and big eyes. Beautiful film. Howl's Moving Castle, which is just an epic fantasy with gorgeous visuals and characters and creatures. Kiki's Delivery Service, another really just a gorgeous little tale of a witch who decides that she's going to go to the big city and earn a living. And it's this sort of that's sort of storytelling where this preposterous thing of a witch is just not challenged. It's just this is what happens in this world, and it works really beautifully. But my favourite is Spirited Away. It just combines all of the greatest elements of Miyazaki's style of storytelling, art, creature design, character design. It's an emotional powerhouse of a movie too, and I can just watch that one over and over again. And while I might not see any direct connection to my art through the Miyazaki art style, I absolutely am inspired every time I watch them to want to do something creative. In the anime space as well, I think it's really worth shouting out Love, Death and Robots, which is a Netflix series that's running at the moment in its 4th season. Lots and lots of short stories, mostly with a sci-fi sort of cyberpunky feel to them. It's fairly violent, so just be careful, but it's just a great collection, a beautifully curated collection of lots of different animation styles that are just gorgeous. And I just love short stories. I love short storytelling, and some of the stories in this are just masterful. Blue-Eyed Samurai Another Netflix series, again, stunning to watch, but fabulous story as well. The storytelling, as you can tell, is going to obviously be a big theme through any of the film and television discussion. And the other one I wanted to call out was Arcane, and it's based on a game, I can't remember which game it is, maybe Dota, League of Legends, which I don't play, but don't need to watch it. It is just gorgeous, and this is a style of animation now which blends 3D and 2D and sort of brings in some more traditional filters and those sorts of things. It's just really, really cleverly put together. I'm a huge fan of that particular one. I would recommend watching it. It is a visual feast. Barney's come to join us. Hey, Barney. And if you can hear lots of bouncing around, that's just Willow playing as she is wont to do. All right, so what else can I talk about? Aardman. Just a quick shout to Aardman Animation Studios, particularly the Wallace and Gromit series. It's again a really fabulous collection of very tight storytelling. But I just love the framing and the tip of the hat to old detective noir style shows, and just the way that those characters are created is a very much a style that I borrow from my shorthand comic-y style illustrations of people that I'm currently using quite a lot of, and I can absolutely see the influence of Aardman's style, the Aardman aesthetic when I'm doing those sorts of drawings. Hopefully no one is a stranger to the wonders of Aardman. It wouldn't be a video if I didn't talk about Lord of the Rings in some space, and actually this pile here, these are all just art books from the movies, the Lord of the Rings movies and the Hobbit movies. When I'm not dreaming of being a children's book illustrator, I'm dreaming of being a concept designer. And there's just a fantastic collection of all of the original artwork from artists like Alan Lee and John Howe, but also the whole Weta Workshop collection. Beautiful paintings by Jeremy Bennett. There's some fabulous concept paintings by Paula Sane. All of those things that I just drink in. I've watched the Lord of the Rings appendices so many more times than the actual movies, because I love how they lift the lid on the creative process behind movie making. But having these books, they're just an endless source of inspiration. They're also beautiful, beautiful books. Art and design, look at all these gorgeous things. Yum. So, last one I just wanted to throw out there was this one mostly for just the inspiration I get from color, light, scene composition when I'm thinking about when I'm compositing a particular illustration idea, and that's Denis Villeneuve, who I just particularly love his work on the Blade Runner sequel, 2049. He's done The Arrival, he's done a host of fabulous movies, but also obviously the two Dune movies. And I like re-watching them just to look at the way that those shots are broken down, and the use of light and dark, and he's just a master of setting up these big spaces with very dramatic lighting and very desaturated color palettes. I just get a lot of I get a lot of satisfaction out of watching Denis Villeneuve's filmmaking, but also the art that's behind it. So I think I might leave it there. I'm going to Try and keep this one super brief because I could go on and on and on and on. I'm more interested in actually hearing your shout outs to the films and the TV shows and the other forms of visual media that inspire you. They don't have to inspire you to draw or paint. They could inspire you in any number of ways. But yeah, let's hear your stories as well. Simple pleasure. It's cold, and it's funny how all my simple pleasures ultimately come back to what's going to fill my belly or is going to keep me warm. And so my current one is having some very hot water bottles that can come in under the covers when it's really, really chilly at night. That's a simple pleasure for me. Sure, it's a simple pleasure for a few other people as well. Thanks again for all of your support on the videos so far. I'm really enjoying making these. There's one more to go, which will be the one that seems fitting to end with, and that's to talk about children's book illustrators that really inspire me, and I'll be focusing more on contemporary illustrators in that one. So join me if you can for that one soon, but in the meantime, thanks again.